Yeah, we've spent many Christmases here in Ecuador and Cuenca Ecuador, Latin America, and we've always enjoyed them. There's always a lot of people out and activities and people singing songs out in the open and crowds of people gathering and enjoying themselves. But now they're being told, no, you can't do this, and you can't do this even for Christmas. Welcome from Frank and Angie's channel, where we discuss the retire early lifestyle, whether it's at home or abroad. So we're back in our $300 apartment, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, with security, high-rise. Somebody commented saying, and they said, yeah, sure, come back to the States and, you know, loss of freedoms and this and that. And that's like, I've had conversations on my videos before about the view that tends to be, I called it that side, being on that side of the pond. And it seems like people, when they're on that side of the pond, they have a difficulty, even though you tell them, you know, you tell them, and you can tell them over and over and over, but for some reason it just kind of goes whoosh and it just doesn't sink in. So in other words, even though there's huge things going on in the world in 2020, for some reason, not very many go abroad gurus, or if any at all, I don't think, are really addressing this issue. I call it putting your head in the sand. The police are saying no to a lot of things here, but we'll get to that in a second. And for us, Christmas in Latin America and Cuenca Ecuador hasn't been about the traditional, you know, spending a lot of money and presents and this kind of commercialized thing, although a lot of people still do that here. It's more about being around people that are festive and in a good mood and happy. And there's a lot of that, usually happiness out there in the park. And it feels good, okay? So then you read that, you know, oh, special rules for the holidays, because, you know, gotta have special rules. So this thing where people are on that side of the pond, and when you try to tell them things, it just kind of gets filtered and not understood. You know, it's a global thing, and here they're saying that special rules for the holiday season, that even churches, people can't even go to church. Churches are not allowed to have more than 30% capacity, and people can't be in groups. And around Christmas, Latin America is amazing and beautiful. That's what's so amazing about being in Latin America, is that people just love to get out and do things in groups. Meanwhile, back in Ecuador, we do have the festive spirit. wearing?
Scandinavians were dressed in jeans and stuff.
But now they're being told, no, you can't do this, and you can't do this even for Christmas. You can't do it for Christmas, you can't do it for the holidays, and yet, you know, you've got people that for some reason think that all they've got to do is get on a plane and come over here and things are going to be different. Okay. I hate to say that, I hate to tell you. I mean, I'm trying to tell people in so many words and telling people that what's going on and how it's global. And the thing is, when you look at this thing, I can't believe how many people out there just think that it's their business to tell other people what to do. Listen, nobody has, not on an individual level and nor on a collective level, no one has the right to trespass on another human being. Unalienable rights are protected. They're protected in the Constitution, the law of the land. And the greatest law of love also states, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. This is all of the law and all of the prophets. You have done everything you're required to do. If you love God and you love your neighbor, you're not required to do anything else. Anything beyond that goes against someone's personal, private space, their body, their liberty, their freedom, as long as it's not encroaching on, trespassing, actual trespassing, not imaginary trespassing, not made up trespassing, things that weren't there before, a new storyline is introduced, all of a sudden everybody's a trespasser because somebody in authority told you so, and so this requires people to just kind of think outside the box a little bit and realize that they're being manipulated. And people's religious belief cannot be trespassed upon. People's belief in God, people have a right to manifest, and it is protected in the Constitution. They have a right to manifest their belief in their daily life, which also includes going to a place of worship and just being there with other people. So in essence, what these rules are really doing is they're encroaching on people's ability to, their liberty is being curtailed, but their religious liberty is also being curtailed. So in essence, what's happening is that the churches are being limited. There would have never been any other scenario where an authority would be able to have a type of reason that people would actually accept as a reason to limit their religious freedom and personal liberty in general. So you've got authorities telling people they can't even go to church for Christmas, and only a very limited amount of people can go to church, and they cannot even gather. And we've been here in Cuenca, Ecuador for 8 years, and every Christmas season is just beautiful. People get together in the parks, and there's always something going on, and now they're being told, no, you can't do this. So I don't want to make all my videos about all these really important subjects, although these subjects are in our face right now. It's just that people, they don't really understand that this thing is global. And I just wanted to make a video to be clear that it's not as simple as thinking you're going to escape from America and you're just going to go out here and you're just going to get your freedom. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm not the one doing it. I just want people to understand and to be clear on what the situation is actually like. People's religious belief cannot be trespassed upon. People's belief in God, people have a right to manifest, and it is protected in the Constitution. They have a right to manifest their belief in their daily life.